Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Authorities have captured a 9th inmate who escaped from a New Orleans jail last month, but one is still on the run. Massey was captured at a home in New Orleans yesterday afternoon, according to the Orleans Parish Sheriff Office. The 33-year-old Massey was being held on domestic abuse charges and vehicle theft when he and 9 others escaped. Earlier this month, a man claiming to be Massey appeared on a social media video proclaiming innocence. A Crime Stoppers tip led to Massey's capture.
Wow, guys. Hey, guys, listen, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel. Hey, man, listen. Listen, Derrick Grove's still out. A lot of talk, a lot of chatter going on about Massey. Me and OG about to break this whole thing down, man. OG, you there?
Man, right here, yeah. The celebration of life. Derrick Groves is eating barbecue, eating potato salad right now, and the authorities they downtrodden and they're frustrated because they can't find it.
Wow, you know, a lot of times people are now going in and saying Massey is talking to the authorities after they picked him up, trying to figure out with them how to help get Grove. Now, I don't know if that's true, but a lot of people are proclaiming that, acting as if. Hold on one second. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. You tell me what you think. Hold on.
Experts say Massey could be in talks with authorities after his arrest.
Experts say investigators are likely asking escapee Massey for his help in determining exactly how 10 men broke out of the Orleans Justice Center last month.
You know, maybe they make a deal with him, saying if there was people on the inside that helped you with this, maybe we won't, hit you too hard with additional.
Wow. See that, OG? They talking down on Massey, saying he trying to help on the 4th of July. While people eating barbecue, we know already Massey didn't make it this far, but you think he'd hate on Groves?
Well, they're trying to ascertain some information, tell us how it started, who helped you, and we can do something for you. But Massey is smarter than that. And if he knew anything, first of all, when Grove left, he ain't told nobody, because if Massey knew what Grove knew, he'd still be out there today.
Hey.
So if he gave any information, they'd have been picked up Grove, but Groves is still there. He doing a Frank Matthews on him, and I love it.
Wow. So Grove's out today eating barbecue. You know, they got him as a master of disguises. I've seen him with a pink wig on. I know you try to hate on the fact that they say he's going into disguises with quick weaves on. And, at the end of the day, what do? You can change your eyebrows. You can change everything. But they say you can't alter your ears. How do you think Groves will be able to stay clear of this situation?
Just like I told you before, if you in the South, if you stay in them woods, it's gonna be hard to pull him out. If you're in a major city, if you stay in the slums, if you stay on Skid Row, it's hard to flush you out. Once you push your head up, the Massey's biggest mistake was listening to Auntie and that Airbnb. That sent him down the river. Anytime you get around urban folks, you are subject to get told on, because everybody got cameras.
Listen, man, Groves have not been spotted not once, you know what I mean, after this whole takeoff happened. Groves was the one that had the most to lose out of everybody in this situation. Groves had bodies. Groves had a lot of different things that a lot of these guys that were running didn't even have. Now they've shipped out all 9 of these people to these different high-profile facilities where they can keep them, pretty much locked up. And at the end of the day, you got Groves now as the #1 standing, but also was the #1 when it came down to the crime rate, keeping the crime rate up, as you always say, but just being the one that was the most predominant in the whole thing. How crazy is that, OG?
I mean, that's strategy. I mean, the best way for me to do, once you go, they had so many people scattered, they didn't have a trail on one at one time. No, out of the 9 of them, out of the 10 of them, 8 of them had no real plan. They was just running, just like a dog started running. The rest of them just started running after the other dog. They didn't have nowhere to go. So when he planned this, Derrick Groves is the one that planned this. He's already convicted of 3 murders. He already had a life sentence. He just hadn't been transported because they had 2 other cases that they were holding him in the county jail on. He's been locked up since 2021. You know, he's been making plans. And then when Massey came in there, and Massey had escaped before, they started concocting the plan. But Groves was the only one that was really determined. He was really determined. And man, I hope that brother keep his head down and stay low profile and stay out 5 years at least.
So you saying stay in the woods, but they cooking barbecue in the woods too, you know. You ever been in the country when you go so far in the woods and the houses so far back, ain't nothing that back there but dark and, you know, pits and grills and all type of, the swamps is back there. There's some deep, I've been in them, I've been down them. Deep roads down them where you could be sitting back having a damn good time and can't nobody hear what's going on. Do you hear me?
Man, I was in the woods. I was on the run one time. I was in Heflin, Louisiana, in the woods, and I was so far in the woods that I went to sleep. My aunt had a goose down mattress, right? And that thing was, I went to sleep and sunk so far down. It was so dark, I thought I was in a grave. I had to leave up out of there. I could not deal with that tranquility.
Oh, gee, hey, to be ducked off and to be out, never, and was already under the assumption you would never see the light of day again. And Groves is out here on the 4th of July. The fireworks are going to be popping today. Everybody having a good time. The music going to be playing. The food going to be grilling. And he's going to be free according to the way this thing looks now. I don't see him getting arrested today. I could be wrong, but I think, hey, man, he's so deep undercover, they don't have a clue. And I don't think Massey could help him, even if he wanted to. I just don't think he has that information.
It's some places in New Orleans, it's some places in Louisiana, they'll never find him if he stay there.
Man, you got Derrick Groves is out here for the 4th. They Auntie house, they ain't really kicked it in no more. That's dead for them. They done been over there and they done fell flat on their face a few times trying to mess with Derrick Groves' relatives. All I know is the DAs and all them other people that was, when he got out, they started running for cover. A lot of the people scared. Groves is out. Well, Groves still out. You think them people still not able to come back to New Orleans, or you think they done settled back in now? What do you think?
Them people done got their little $10,000 check. They sitting up at the restaurant today.
So you think pretty much with the Groves, the ones who say, hey, man, we getting out of town. Groves has escaped. This was a month and a half ago now. You think they still out away from New Orleans, or you think they back in New Orleans?
They back on their job, bro. That was smoke screen. That was the illusion to try to make the public rat on it, make him be apprehended quicker, but it didn't work.
Didn't work.
Everything that they tried, he's dangerous. And they had a couple of the victims' families. Oh, we're so scared. And he didn't even know y'all. When he killed them people, he didn't know them personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he know everybody's address, so he getting ready to go. Oh, we're so scared. That smoke screen went off in about a week. You didn't hear him talk about nothing else.
You didn't hear him talk about nothing else, man. And that's the whole game when you think about it. That a lot of times they're looking and digging and searching to try to find a way to get some information, and they'll say anything to get it. That's Susan Hutton, she ain't really spoke too much on Hutton ain't spoke on Groves that much. We don't go find. No, they were speaking on the other situation, and they were stepping up.
I sent you an article earlier that this man been escaped since 1973, killed.
I seen that.
And they spot, and they still got a 50,000. He been gone since 1973.
Correct. They say he been on the job for 20-some years now. All those, but is that real though? Or is that smoke screens trying to get people to see it?
No, they was talking about that because that man, black man, he left Ohio, came to California, worked under assumed name for 20 years in Gardena at Gardena Memorial Hospital, the same hospital I worked at. He worked there, and now, what is he? He's 80 years old, and they ain't caught him yet. And now
I seen that.
Yeah, now they got a $50,000 reward on him because he was already convicted of a murder of a 14-year-old girl, and they put him in a lower facility, and he ran off in 1973. And this is 2025, and they
ain't seen him yet. And now they saying, well, we want to catch him, and he should be about 80 some odd years old. Hell, he done lived his life now.
Yeah, these Yankees still mad about it.
Yeah, he out of there. He out of there, OG. It's over with for that little situation.
So that's why I say it's hope for Derrick Groves.
It's hope for Derrick Groves. Guys, Derrick Groves is out today, 4th of July, celebrating. Fireworks is popping. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think about Derrick Groves. And do you feel like Massey is talking like these guys trying to say, or do you agree with OG? Hey, what he gonna tell them? What he gonna tell them? Get in the comments and let us know what you think. And also, if you're still watching, make sure you watch this clip about Diddy and let's do Master P and Mia X, man. Mia X and the Essence Festival this weekend, man. But anyway, man, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and go get that app, BossTalk101.app. Download it and go ahead and pay the $7.99. Why not? I mean, we got a lot of exclusive content over there, and it's a different world than where we come from, man. It's going down, man. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.